That's a lot of money to pay for a college sports game. However, this moment will only occur once, which is why it will be an emotional evening in Carver Hawkeye Arena. And even Clark admitted that she'll be in her feelings that day when speaking with CBS Sports' David Eichholt in a recent interview. I think it's probably hard to really feel all the emotions until I'm going to be inside Carver and really see it and experience it with my family, Clark said, per a January 25th X post from Eichholt. I'm not usually a very emotional person, but I feel like this will probably make me a little more emotional, Clark added of the jersey retirement. And usually when we've had certain things inside of Carver, I've been competing or playing shortly before like something like that. So it's hard to evoke emotion after you've just competed for 40 minutes. But now that I'm not actually playing, I feel like I'll be more emotional even though I'm not a super emotional person, Clark added. I'm just very grateful and thankful. So it will be really special. Clark immortalized herself when she became the greatest scorer in college basketball history with 3,951 points. The 22-year-old passed basketball great Pete Maravich for the all-time National Collegiate Athletics Association points record, which stood for 54 years. Despite the record's accolades and millions of new fans brought to the game, Breanna Stewart insists that her lack of an NCAA title means she is not a legendary figure. Clark lost to Angel Reese's LSU in the NCAA final in 2023 in a 102-85 loss that set the highest viewership for a women's college game at 9.9 million. Advertisement. Aaliyah Boston made her feelings clear on her teammate Caitlin Clark's stalker situation. The Indiana Fever star appeared on the In Case You Missed It podcast with Christina Williams on Thursday. During one segment of the episode, Williams asked Boston for her thoughts on Clark's stalker situation and asked her about the precautions she took as an athlete to ensure her safety. The Fever star remarked that the incident was scary and expressed relief about her teammate's safety. Yeah, that was super, super scary, Boston said. So I'm glad that she is safe and that they were able to catch him and honestly just take the precautions that they had to do. Expand tweet. Aaliyah Boston highlighted the danger that people on social media pose for famous personalities like her and advised her peers to be cautious. She also shed light on the security precautions that Unrivaled has provided for their athletes. Even here in Unrivaled, they have taken the precautions. They have made sure that everyone is safe. Everyone has cover, and if you have any problems, you are able to reach out. The police arrested Michael Thomas Lewis, a Texas native. The Marion County's prosecutor office had accused the 55-year-old man of stalking and harassing the Fever star. The accusations turned out to be true when Lewis proudly pleaded guilty to all accusations in court on January 14th. After addressing her teammate's stalker situation and parting advice on taking precautions against such incidents, Aaliyah Boston expressed her thoughts on her team's future. She spoke about the difference Caitlin Clark made for the franchise and the synergy between them going into the new season. I am super excited, Boston said. I feel like there is no ceiling when it comes to us and the Fever franchise. When you think about us as a duo, I feel like we really figured out and got our foot on the same path in the second half of the season. Aaliyah Boston praised Clark as the center point for the Fever's growth last season. She said that Clark has an amazing vision when she is on the ball, and that allows the Fever to have no ceiling when it comes to offensive plays. Last season, the Indiana Fever turned around one of the worst starts to a playoff qualification, which was the franchise's first time since 2016. So now that Caitlin Clark has a year's worth of experience under her belt and a new head coach, the fans can expect them to have a great run next season.